Welcome to Harold Knows Nothing, where real life meets a live mic. Hosted by Harold Shipley, Newark born, tri state
Mm-hmm.
raised, shaped by lived
Yes.
experience you won't find in a textbook. From street pharmacy to chef and CEO, from the streets to self reflection, he speaks on relationships, culture, belief, music, world events, and everyday chaos in between. No script, no pretending, just real talk, a little wisdom, and a few laughs you didn't see coming. Let's get into it.
And still got me out of there.
Same here.
That's real. That's real. That's
Can you
real
hear me?
crazy.
Oh, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I got you. So I had to press stop. No, I had to press stop on the thing now. Welcome, welcome to the Harold Knows apparently nothing about this new setup with Riverside freaking podcast. But luckily I got a ice ball, pause, and some white Hennessy. How you doing today, brother? It was a lit
Brother,
last night.
oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was a fantastic uh, gathering last night. That was absolutely fantastic.
That's wonderful. I mean, I can't describe how much of a good time I had last night. Put doing
For
the whole function.
for me, that gave that made my heart full. Just seeing you happy and seeing you, move among move among the people and chit chat and everything. That made me feel happy.
Well, it was easy to do because it was all people that either kicked in towards us getting there in some way, shape, form, or was around for the journey. So, so it's generally people that I normally talk to. Shout out to Miguel. He did the the card functions. In movie magic, what was our boy's name? Well, we can't get a hold of them, so it is what it is. But shout out to him. His family came by with him, so the wife and the kids, and that way it just made it a very good, enjoyable experience. Also, shout out to Judy from Judy Clean. John came by with his lovely wife Benita. Um, a lot of people came by. Kayla came by. Benny came by. The kids. Uh, Hell, even Mills came by. Better late than never. So
Yeah.
that was dope. My daughter, definitely a shout out to her for stopping by with the fam, and she's always been a great supporter from day one, with it, and a believer in the project, and me and myself as getting it together. Us as a team. What I mean, the belief in us to be able to pull it off. My mom, definitely shout out. She kicked in, whether it was the cakes or financially, she kicked in every which way to Sunday. So shout out to her grumpy ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's real
Hey,
talk.
and shout out to you, the host, man. Like I said, man, you hosted a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event.
Oh, shout out to you too. You was being the bartender extraordinaire. You screwed up a few orders, but other than that, everything is pleasant. Like Isaac from the Love Boat. You know what I'm saying? You want a
Gee,
Bahama
thanks.
Mama?
Oh
So
no, was
that
that bus running over me or? Oh,
I
shoot,
don't
get
know.
back to
That
full.
is usually boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Not to really give the description, but if there was one, that where it would be. And uh, make sure I got everybody. Jaden, shout out to him. He came by with his son. Long time supporter from the very beginning. He's been with us from the very beginning with stuff. That's like our little brother right there. You know what I mean? And
Hey, boy.
always we're calling him to repair or fix something. So shout out to Jaden, man, for keeping it 100 and always being around for us, man. We appreciate you. Want to make sure I get everybody. Joe and his lovely wife came by, brought us a
Yo,
plant. Okay, that was some real. That was the whitest shit I ever seen. Brought the plant by, and I loved it too as a cactus, because I know it blooms that little flower, on it. and
and,
taxes.
and they're
The cactus comes from a rough background to make something so beautiful. So I appreciate that. The card they gave, and they sat and they bought merch, and the sauce, and they were just a joy to have around. So shout out to Joy and his lovely wife. Um, we got pictures up online for that on both my my platform with Harold Knows, and also on the MOB's eatery. Um, so we have it on both platforms. It was a joy to experience it. You know what I mean? And come through. Now, notable missions. Guy next door. I'm just gonna call him that because I don't know his name. Gave him a little piece of chicken. I ain't gonna lie, about the size of a quarter. Loved it, but he never showed up. So, honorable mention for him, and
team.
also the line workers at Metro Diner. They said they would come through, but they did not, and I understand. But shout out to them too. It was a very good experience. It wasn't a public one, so it was really for who was close to me, and a few invites for the people that weren't, but politically correct to do, like the neighbors and such, did not show up. So my hand was reached out, but like many times when my hand is reached out, some people don't take it, and it's okay because we're gonna be fine. And the people that needed to be there, literally everyone that I reached out to that I wanted to be there. Shout out to Christy G. She was there in the building eating the vegetable fried
Yo,
rice with her vegetarian ass. She never had my cooking, so it was definitely
What?
yeah. It was definitely
man.
a sight, and I was just very happy and grateful that she came through. Matter of fact, I'm about to hit her up. Let me see what's going on.
Yep. Our hearts overflowed.
Overflowed, Jared. Overflowed. So now I'm doing a little reach out thing right now. Um, just reaching out to some of the fans.
Hey.
Hey, oh shit, you on the road again? You look like Mad Max. I ain't gonna hold you.
Huh?
Hey, no, let me first start by saying this is Harold from Harold Know Nothing. This is Christy G in the building. You are live, so I don't want to put you on the spot. All right, you're waving, but the camera can't see. But thanks for waving at me. He put you up to the camera right here. Maybe we could zoom in or something. Uh, it's dope. How you doing? I just want to thank you live on the air for coming through to my event. It was very important to me that the people that I reached out, literally every last person I reached out to, is the ones who showed up. And the
Aw.
the two people that I invited that weren't close to me did not show up, which shows why they're not close to me. So,
Hey,
but I
who
did
was
take
that?
your
I thought you were
advice.
transformer.
No, it was just like the next door people from the grill place and one or two of the workers from Metro Diner. So no,
Okay.
just taking your advice on reaching out to the constituents around me. But as far as like who I invited that I wanted to come, 99,999. Even Mills made it. He was late, so y'all didn't get to see him. But literally after y'all cleared out, he
Oh
showed up.
my God! Wait, I didn't get
Yes,
to see the beard.
yes, Mills. Exactly. You could have been there, arguing about fecal manner. It would have been so dope.
Ew! I
No
literally
Dookie
could have
Flakes.
been pulling fecal matter out of his beard.
No, we're not. We weren't going to do that at that. Well, if I was potting from there, I would have did it. I ain't gonna hold you because I need the ratings. But
What the
but
what the
that
hell are
wouldn't
we?
have been the
What
basis of the visit.
what the
You
hell
know
are
what I
we? A
mean?
troop of baboons or something?
Yeah, that's how it would have been. The bearded gang would have been coming down. You know what I mean? There was quite a few people there. There was Jaden was there with the beard. I know she didn't go after him and be like, "Hey, listen here, man.
Yeah.
Do you know fecal man rests inside your beard? Like we're trying to eat." No,
No, we gotta talk about this.
it was
We really
great. You know what I mean? I also got a comment of, "Can you play some white people music for us?" I love that one. That was
Oh, I
dope.
heard that.
That was
Love to
dope.
hear
That was
some
your
white
best
people
friend right
music.
there, Judy. She was there,
I love
cackling it up.
Judy. I
Yeah,
like
I
her.
love Judy, but she definitely off the chain.
Yeah, she is.
It's so loud. I can't hear myself talk. You know what I'm saying?
Carol, she was dead ass serious.
She was?
Yo,
Oh my God. You
she
know.
was like, put white people music on right now. I was like, oh shit.
I see your face when she said it. You was like, all right, this is a little much. And I'm cracking up because stuff like that is funny to me. I just don't take myself or life too serious. So
And I told her, I was like, dude, he asked me if the white people music like weeks ago. Like, she's like, yep, that's what I told him. I was like, wow.
mm-hmm. And she had a beautiful time. You know what I mean? So, walking
did. I
wa-
love her.
walking
I
around,
really
mulling
love her.
around, she was doing so great. I love Judy. Judy was great to be there. You know what I mean? And again, she came through, volunteered, cleaned up that place more than once for me, after we're painting and doing everything else. So she was, ride or die, getting it done. You know what I mean? Honorable mention to her asshole friend Juan for not being around for her. Definitely got to put that out there. Yeah, it was really some, they'll be cool again in 2.2, but until then, I like to send that shout out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing. Hey, how did you enjoy it? How was it? How was it for you?
I'm so fucking proud of you. Like, I'm
We got to beep all this shit, but let's get it.
No. I can't wait to hear about how it's doing. I think it's fucking perfect. I really do.
I appreciate it so much. You had such a strong influence on how I moved to go get it. And you were real talk. What's the first thing you said? Can I see the bathrooms? Yeah, I was on it. I was like, yeah, watch this.
No, number one, I had an hour and a half drive, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to use these in a minute.
Mm-hmm. And it was your first time tasting my cooking.
It was delicious.
Yes.
I loved it.
And I went out the way to make this vegetarian fried rice for you because I cook everything fresh. I chop every vegetable. There's nothing frozen in there, right? And so, that's because that's how I cook. That's what I'm known for. That's why people love my cooking, right? So shameless
That's a
plug.
fact.
And the crazy thing is, you finally got it. So it all came together for you.
I loved it.
You know what I mean? The art was there. That's me. The food stuff you didn't know. You got to see a different part of me, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was so perfect.
I mean, it was perfect when you walked through the door. I was like, "There's Christy. You see that?" And you know what's even better? When we had the reveal part where you rip a piece of the paper.
That's not the best part.
And you
That is
said,
the worst part.
"You said
It's
I
the
got it," and it was a little ass.
Wait, who was
Me.
that tall ass dude who got it for me?
That was my friend Kayla. That's her boyfriend, Benny.
Benny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. I literally thanked him afterwards. I was like, dude, listen, thank you so much for reaching that.
Yeah, and he's like 6'6", 6'5", 6'6" or something. So it was like,
oh my god,
not
it
a problem.
was funny. It's funny as fuck. It
Yeah.
was the best.
I got that on video, so I'll be posting up all the grand pictures and video, that I have from the said event. The food was amazing. The company was amazing. It was filled with love, great music, enough to drink, something for everybody. There was nothing like not thought of, except the limes that we had to get at the last minute for Joe and his wife, which we gladly did to make sure that they had everything. So nothing was missing from anybody. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna hold you.
Even whatever drink you wanted, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I requested Surfside, and I got my raspberry Surfside, and I took 2 of those.
Oh, you see that? And you went from, I'm not drinking anything. I got to drive an hour and a half and 20 seconds. So I want to let you know that, one, I love you for doing that. I'm not keeping track of the time, though I mentioned it again when I just called you. Because it's love, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Yeah, cool. Oh my God, she was going in. It was such a Chrissy G was in the building. She said, "I'm gonna tear it down." I was like, and his wife went berserk. I mean, she went Roddy Piper on it. She's like, "I got this. I've done this before." It was.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
It was so dope. It was so dope. It was everything I wanted it to be. You know what I mean? So.
It was really Harold. I can't express to you how proud I am, and I feel I just know. I know deep down my soul, it's gonna fucking work out for you.
I get it, but you're short, so deep down does not really count. All right, you got to give a. It's like deep down in my soul, all 4 feet of me. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm telling you that it's fucking awesome. I'm so excited. I'm happy for you.
The vibe was amazing. The venue, I thought, you know, if I may say so myself, it was amazing. We had a great bartender. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Shout out to the bartender.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he got at least 70% of people's drinks right. You know what I mean? It was really dope. You know what I'm saying? He kept my cup full. All right, with a very expensive bottle, by the way, from my lovely girlfriend Sandra. She was in the building, and she, you know, came in elegant and everything else, with wearing the famed colors. So I appreciated that. Everybody, it just came together like Voltron. If I know I'm dating myself with this one, but it came together like the Transformers.
It was awesome.
Okay.
It's okay.
It was awesome.
It was, and that's why it was amazing that you were there. Like, I was really counting on that. If there was a lot of people that, you know, it was like, you know, some people, if they didn't show up, I might have been like, oh, you know what I mean? But, you know, if you didn't show up, I would have really been hard pressed hurt. So I appreciate that drive. That drive was amazing.
If only you told me that Judy and I lived closer than we did.
Yeah, but then you would have had to listen to a lot of complaining and stuff all the way down. So I kind of spared you, okay? I know Judy for a long time. You know me, like about 2 years. She would have been like, hey, listen to me.
No, Harold, stop it. She was so fun.
Oh, no, Judy's a ball. No, real talk. She's a ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just like picking on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, she was fucking awesome. And I'm so happy, like, we introduced ourselves and we got to, like, know each other.
Yeah, because when you first came in, she's like, who's she? Because Judy's very territorial.
Really?
Yeah, she's very territorial. I was like, that's Christy G from the podcast. She said, oh my God, that's Christy. And it was over. Then it was like, get out my way. I want to talk to Christy. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You just was on the defense. And now it's like, oh, that's Christy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. She said that. That's funny.
Yes, because your avatar is what speaks for you. So we had to be like, hey, it's that Christy. Okay.
With the luxurious hair and eyebrows.
My
with the luxurious hair and eyebrows.
Yeah. What's the little kid say? A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Oh my God.
But no,
hey.
Once I told her, she's like, "Oh my God, that's Christy! Get out my way! I gotta talk to her." I was like, "Okay."
Yo.
Oh my God, she's so cool.
Yes.
Oh, and Harold.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the question was asked last night.
Yes.
If Christy G was the.
I got to see Scott and everybody. I didn't get to see Mel with the fucking beard.
I can't hear you, Scott. You gotta speak up.
They wanted to. Yeah, they wanted to know, or someone wanted to know if Christy G was the what's the
I didn't get to
motivation?
see Mills with the beard.
What's the motivation? But the what you call it for one of your paintings?
No, yeah. They thought that I heard that. They thought that one of the paintings I did, one I did actually of Myra, was you. With the bullets around. I'm like, come on, she's a liberal. That's not the painting. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the
Wait,
hair.
with who?
I think
What are you talking
I
about?
think it's the luxurious hair.
Yeah, I think it definitely was a luxurious. No, there was a painting in there that I did. You know, all the paintings are mine.
Yeah.
And so the one with the girl with the bandolero with the bullets on, they
Uh-huh.
were asking if that was you.
Who was asking that?
I don't know who asked that.
That's crazy. That doesn't look like me.
I know they
Jaden.
haven't seen your avatar. I mean, the nerve of them. so, so I don't know who it was, but somebody definitely asked that, and I was like, no, that's not them.
It was Jaden.
Oh my
Jaden,
God,
yeah,
that's
Jaden,
funny.
and Jaden would do that. It was Jaden. It was the guy with the beard,
Who's Jaden?
the white guy with the beard that came.
Oh, I exchanged business cards.
Yeah, because he
He's a-
does
a
awesome. He
contractor.
did our floors. He does awesome floors and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So he definitely, that's our guy. He's like our little brother. Yeah, he's been around since the beginning. So he brought his son through. So
Really?
so I ragged on him a little bit in front of his son. So he's like, all right, enough is enough. I'm like, no, I got a dozen more. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Show
that's
starts at
cute.
10.
I love that.
Oh, my granddaughter looked so mature. It made me uncomfortable and sick. So
Is it black?
yes.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
I told you, she's like Wednesday Adams though with her attitude. I mean, she's like, yeah,
Almost homicidal, wouldn't you say?
yeah.
'Cause
She's
I was
like the
feeling
guy, like, oh, so
I
they
was feeling
died?
Homicidal.
Nah,
Aw.
it was just such a great time and great food. And again, I'm eternally grateful for you coming through and showing your support and really being there for me. You know what I mean? Always on short
Of
notice, which is not hard for you, being short.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. It's hard. I know. So today I was like, shit, because it's one of my best friend's birthdays.
Yeah, was it Alter?
Greg.
All right, Greg.
Yeah, and so I felt bad because he's like, hey, so his girlfriend was supposed to like figure something out for Saturday, but she didn't.
Wait a minute, was that
And
Dr. T?
So I was like, all right, I already made plans, right?
Well, you should have brought him down.
I know, but so she's like, oh my God, I didn't set anything up. I'm like, no, you didn't. So she's like, fuck. I was like, listen, can we make Sunday work? Because that's his birthday anyway. And she's like, yeah, we're going to make it work. So that's literally what I've been doing all day is drinking with him. But so it worked out. But I was like, shit. I did feel bad for a minute because I don't know. She thought she fucking set something up and she didn't. I was like, fuck. But today's his birthday anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's the actual birthday, so I think that's more than
Exactly.
sufficient.
And not for nothing, but most of us are self-employed except for her.
Oh wow! So yeah, it is a little hard because like Mills, Mills. Hopefully his job is not listening. I don't think they are. He literally he lied. He's like, I'm sick under the weather, just to get out, so he can try to enjoy us earlier. So I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I had vegetarians telling me that the jerk chicken was fabulous, even though they didn't eat it, but you can tell. It was all gone. Even the vegetarians say the jerk is, good. I think they're talking about me, honestly. Yeah, could be the chicken. But anyway, it was dope. It was just a dope situation. Just enough people where I didn't have to be over concerned about everyone.
That fried rice was hitting like Hank Aaron.
Was the fried rice good or what, Christy? The fried rice was incredible. Oh, I think I lost her. Anyway, I definitely had to put that extra shout out to her.
Absolutely.
And oh yeah, special shout out to Regina because if she could be there, she would have been there. You know what I mean? So I definitely have to put, and she's always supporting every post that we put up.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be she's making her way down here. I think towards the end of the month.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what's going down towards the end of the month. She'll be coming down. I think she has friends in Sarasota or something like that too. So she's definitely said she's
Yeah,
gonna stop by Chrissy G. She'll be stopping by, through us too. So whether we're at the shop or I mean, I know that at the end of the day, um, she'll be coming through. Hopefully, hopefully we're busy, so busy that she has to just come chill at the shop, and that we're open by then. So that would be phenomenal. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it
a
would.
special shout out to Regina also. So I think I got everybody, or at least a lot of everybody. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to know if I did or did not. You know what I mean? At Shannon, 55. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you. I
Yep.
hope you're okay, but we did it. Also, for everybody in the pod, I want y'all to know this. I hope they clip this. Also, the announcement is we're at 98, and I said I would be a minion once we get 100. I don't know if it's gonna be the very same week or whatever, but I am a man of my word. It's embarrassing. I should have jumped it up to like maybe 500 or something, but unfortunately, that was my word. So the costume will be on when we have the 100+ followers for our channel. It'll be a milestone for us because we didn't buy not one following. Everything we got was off the grind, off the muscle, and from the sincere support of others out there waiting for our short clips because that's where we're getting a lot of our traction from. The clips that we put out, and we thank you guys. You know what I mean, for being there for us and keeping this going because again, this is my therapy. This is my journey. A lot of it's not pretty. Literally, day of me and my girl, we're going at it over the dumbest of things, by the way. But everybody wasn't feeling like they were being heard. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when pressure happens, pressure busts spikes. But this man rather had apologized for just being provoked enough to be out of character. You know what I mean? So no matter what, when you're arguing, both people are wrong. Even if your position is right, both of you are wrong because shit never got there. You know what I mean? And it was the simplest of things. And we always work everything out expeditiously, sincerely. So when I went into the party, she became my piece, and I was able to go there and thoroughly enjoy myself. And she was 1,000% a part of why it was successful and why everything is where it is. So I could never lose focus on that. I could be right and I'm still wrong if I'm willing to lose something that special over some bullshit, which I'm more than capable of doing. I've done it a lot of times in my life, to be quite honest. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tremendous amount of growth, and the biggest shout out goes to her for putting up with my shit, being there, and being available. Oh, there goes Christy G again. Let me see what's going on. Here we go. Howdy. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Hey, Mr. Fan. How are you doing? I've been waving
Hi.
all day.
I don't know what happened, but here I am. And I don't know how to fucking connect to the podcast right now.
Oh my God! And there go this Cafe Bastille. That's Regina also.
Where's Regina? She's on?
No, she's not on
Oh.
the Cafe
Where?
Bastille that I made. You good?
Where has she been?
I
miss
know.
Regina.
I'm putting down we miss you,
Uh-huh.
and I'm putting Christie's asking.
Yeah, tell her to stop fucking not showing up.
She's been vacationing
Where?
at home. So
That's fucked
Yes. And put I for you. I type so freaking slow on the phone. When I see these
Do
people just
you?
yeah, they people be typing super quick and I can't seem to do it.
Why? Get it together.
Yeah, I know. I really do. I got to get it together. Mm. I just can't believe. I mean, the people that showed up that I didn't think they might be able to make it, you included, all showed up. Everyone showed up.
Wait, you didn't think I was showing up?
I didn't think you could make it. It's a long way. You kept reminding me how long it is.
Yeah.
Pause.
You know I don't drive.
That's what she said.
No, I don't drive.
So, I was
Wah, wah.
It's hard. Life is hard.
yes. And I seen you made it back home for whatever party you went to. So I'm happy you made it back from that.
To what?
Whatever party you went to, you seem like you got a nice
Party?
nice little buzz on.
When?
Just now.
Oh,
I-
it was Greg's birthday.
I would say your memory's short, but but
No, it was my best friend, Greg's birthday.
yes. And
All right, so quite honestly, because of you, so we were getting together. We were supposed to get together tomorrow. Yesterday, I was like, "Listen, I have plans, so we got together today."
well, I'm still glad that you blew him off and came to my thing. Okay.
Aw.
So I thought it was amazing that you came
I'm
through.
like, no, seriously, I had to see it. I had to see what you were doing. It was
In
something-
person, it's amazing, right? Like the whole thing, the pictures and videos cannot do enough.
Yeah. It
You know,
was perfect. It really was. I think the spot is so good for you. I really do. I think it's perfect.
and it's 10 minutes away from where I'm at right now in Cape Coral.
Oh, I was trying to figure that out. I was like, where do you live? Okay, so it's only 10 minutes?
It's only 10, 11 minutes. Yes,
Okay, good.
it's
Because I was like,
exactly 7 miles.
Okay, good. As I was driving around, I'm like, where the fuck does he live? But yeah, okay, good.
So everything worked out. And it's about 40
Yeah.
minutes for Scott.
Oh, is it? That's
Mhm.
all right. That's a little bit of a ride, but
But I mean, for me, and I was traveling from there until it finally was open. And I was like, all right, I gotta make base here a little bit, so because I got to get to everything quicker.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was the biggest transition for me. Was like, all right, I'm comfy at my house in Port Charlotte, but I'm also
Yeah.
comfortable here.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, you got to be here and you got to be able to get there because, employees and emergencies and everything else, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm available.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Especially, passing off these cooking duties with these great recipes that I do. You know what I mean? Making sure people follow everything to the T and don't be like trying to do their own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll be cooking for the first, several months in there up to a year. But then after that, I like to pass it off, and going more into the managerial, maybe look for another spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And grow the business. And I
Yeah.
and now I feel like I have a really good template for it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because it's only
Yeah.
1,003 square feet, and I think I made the most of it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I love the bar area. I built that out myself. So
Yeah, that was perfect. The only like little bit of feedback that I have
mm-hmm.
is that the tables and the chairs, like on the side,
Uh-huh.
are a little cramped. Other than that,
If I take one out, I can space it a little bit more.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if you take like even a couple out, so then the chairs are able to move out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. I was trying to use all the space. I think the other table and chairs goes in front of the other window. So when the long one, but I have it underneath that painting. But again, anyone can be underneath that painting once I spread it out some more. So I think it'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
And
I can still have a little
honestly,
configuration.
yeah, and with the bar and everything right next, like I feel that you have. I mean, I don't want to jinx you, but I think it's plenty of room, like, because you have to imagine, right? Like, how many people are coming at the same time? So at the same time, I think you're good. So it's just a matter of spacing out the tables and chairs where people feel free to like move a little bit. Because if one chair is backed up to another,
You're saying if there's enough
really
fat
tight.
asses in there, it won't be comfortable. Is that what
I
you're saying?
have a fat, yeah. I have
Okay.
a fat ass, and it was a little bit tight.
Mm.
I mean, honestly, for the chair and everything else, but that doesn't matter. But
Well, the chairs don't have sides on them, so you can spill it out a little bit. I
yeah,
I think that that's not really bad. I think that all works.
no, it was really good. I'm just saying.
And don't forget, I can literally, because I didn't want that hallway corridor that I have. That last chair was so close, and I was like, I don't want to push it out because I'm also concerned about space. But some of the setup was because I was painting and I had put everything to one side, and then I built that little lounge area over on the side, which I love, by the way. That had the family right there, and I was like, wow, that was super comfortable and looks great. And
I am so happy I met your mom. She's fucking adorable.
yeah, everybody loves my mom more than me. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
She's really mean. She used to beat me. I just want to let you know that. She used to beat
No,
me.
it doesn't matter. She's
Jesus.
fucking adorable.
You're always in some shit. I'm like, Mom, not right now.
She's so
Hey,
cute.
hey,
But when I was
Hey,
leaving,
don't forget, I
she
caught
was-
some of them ass whoopers
I
too.
don't know, because I couldn't hear. I don't know what she said, but was she saying it was time to go home?
Oh no, she was ready to go.
Yes,
After
I
she
saw that.
she ate to her heart's content, she drank really good, and then she was like, all right, it's time to go.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's when I was leaving, and it was fucking adorable. She's like, all right, I don't care who drives me, someone's bringing me.
Yeah, somebody's bringing me home. I'm gonna sit because she was super full. She chowed down. She loves my cooking, so, and that's a big compliment for
Oh my
me.
god, it was fucking adorable. I love her. I love her. I love her.
And she looks a little bit like me, right? Oh, I look a little like her.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
No, she's the best. She's like, what's your name? I was like, oh, I'm Harold's friend. She's cute.
And did you meet my daughter?
Yes.
Yeah, she super nail tech. Like she has her own mobile and her own storefront around the corner from me.
That's
Literally.
seriously, that's awesome too.
So she was hoping I got the spot because she was like, I'm gonna have lunch. I know where I'm gonna get my lunch at.
Oh, I love that. I love it.
So it was pretty good. You know what I mean? That was there too. And it it's legacy also. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just building something that I can pass on to my kids and name and standing that, that I can be proud to own. You know what I mean? It wasn't like run down and we have to do a whole bunch of stuff to it. We had to do some things to it, to get it to where it's, me and us as a situation. But it didn't take as much. I had to become the United Nation of Workers. Arriba, Mexico.
Mexico.
Yes, I wish you guys were back here. Fuck Trump on that. No bullshit. That work was. Listen,
Wait.
I could have got that work done cheaper.
Wait. Fuck Trump on everything.
Well, on that, all right, I got you. Chrissy G is back in the building, y'all.
I just wanted to make that clear.
I have a painting that I didn't put up there because I didn't want any controversy. In my restaurant, I need to get all the dollars from everybody. But it was a My president's black, my Lambo's blue, and it has Nas, Jeezy, and Barack Obama. I painted that song.
Wait
I painted
a minute.
it.
Why wasn't
It's
that up
huge.
there?
I didn't hang it up because I want to make sure I get everybody, through the building.
No, that's
Yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah. I have a lot of art, so there's a lot of stuff, that
No, I'm mad about that. I'm mad.
I try to keep it as neutral as I could with what I brought in. But
who the fuck in there was neutral, Harold?
everybody was one way or the other in there. Trust me, you don't know the politics that was in there. You guys, and this is what I love. Everybody was a melting pot in there. But if you guys knew each other's political views, you'd be like, fuck you. But there was no way no one could know. So everybody got along. Which proves my my theory that, if you don't bring all those things up, everybody are just people and they want to have a good time. And everybody's generally good people and great. You know what I mean? Just because you got suckered on one side or the other with something doesn't mean that you don't love the same and you know what I mean, have good values and principles. You know what I mean? Because Judy is a Trumpican. Like she is. Yeah.
Nope. I nodded and waved, and I figured that out.
You figured that out because she said she had she can't help herself. I know she said some shit that would have cracked me up.
Yeah, she did. Nice. I was like, let me not start some fights up in here, and I just kept it cool. I was like, this one's for Harold.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You took one for the team, huh?
Took one for the team.
She's like, oh, as long as there's not that many Democrats. I'm like, no.
She don't know. And she's sitting, drinking and chilling with Super Democrat. It's funny as hell. It is hilarious.
She's literally sitting and drinking with fucking Bernie Sanders himself.
Yes, exactly. With the gloves and the cold, you know what I'm saying? With the chair. She's sitting.
Yes. And that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, yo, this is who I am, but no, I'm gonna keep it low.
I'm surprised you ain't say, fuck that man.
Yo.
She only said something a little bit whacked out in my eyes.
She said whacked out.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna let that one go. But that was really it. So I was like, all right, we're cool.
I know it wasn't the white people music that would have thrown you out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And here's the crazy shit. I put on Mike Jack and she says, yes, that's what I'm talking about. I said, get the fuck out of here. So you must be talking about later Mike Jack when he was almost white. What
my
fuck
God.
are you doing?
That was so funny. She's like, yep, this is what I'm talking about. I'm like,
oh my God.
okay.
She was like, yeah. You see this? Yeah, check the move out.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
Oh my God.
The music is
That was
so
funny.
loud.
Oh my
No,
God.
The
but
music
seriously,
is so loud.
Judy, like this, I mean, aside from politics, she's awesome.
No, she's super. And that's why I try to tell people, like, if you get away from that, most of us have
Yeah.
a generally good, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, damn, if it wasn't for that, like, this is a great person, right? So, guess what? They're still a great person. Because they
They
were
are,
supportive.
yeah.
They showed up. They scrubbed everything down. I mean, we were sweating.
She's
Getting
so
stuff.
cute, yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's a ball of energy. So, like, when she was cleaning, she was like, all right, we're going to get it. And I'm like, all right, I don't need this. Remember the Titans speech before we start cleaning this shit up, right?
No, she was really good.
Oh,
I
hell
liked
yeah.
her.
But like I said, it was just definitely a mixed bag in there. And it showed that my place is welcoming for everybody. As long as you come in peace, it's welcoming. And it's a vibe. It was definitely a vibe.
No, that's seriously. So that's all that matters. Like what you just said, you come in peace, right?
Yes.
I don't care if you're a Trumper. I don't care if you're Bernie Sanders himself. Like,
just come
you
for
just-
the peace and for the
Exactly.
vibe. And everybody did. And it was so it was eclectic too. It wasn't like everybody was from one type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
you know, had a little representation from everybody. You know what I mean? Whether it was corporate, the hood, everything was in there. And
Yeah.
they came underneath the flag of mobs, so we got our own mob. You know what I mean? And it was a wonderful thing. And we're dangerous. You know what I mean? Because everybody was together in there. You know what I mean? The Mike Jack came on. You know what I'm saying? The Mike Jackson came on, and that was.
Oh my God! That's when Judy was like play white people music, and you put on Michael Jackson. No, seriously. And then somebody, oh God, Sandra's neighbors. I can't remember.
Yes,
their
Joe.
names.
Joe. I keep forgetting his wife's name. What's his wife's name?
Shit. I don't
She
know.
gave us a card too, so the card was on it.
Did she?
Was her name
Oh.
Janet? I think it was Janet.
Maybe.
They both from
But
New York.
she-
Now, this is a great thing. I hate to cut you off. He's from Long Island, and she's from Staten
Okay.
Island, where I'm from.
No. Listen. I can't, like, Long Island is, like, underrated. That fucking dude, he was, like, it was just funny. He was Long Island through and through.
Yes, and she's Staten Island through and through.
Yeah.
I've done this before. Don't worry about it. Rah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh my God, they were adorable. Because, like, so I was, like, telling them how I was like, yeah, my daughter,
Huh?
she was in
Paulette?
Staten Island. Huh?
Oh, her name is Colette. So
Colette, yeah.
shout out, because I kept saying Joe and the wife. So I want to say, Colette, you are a ravaging animal, raging. You are doing your thing. You heard me? Shout out to Colette.
Oh, listen to me. I loved them. I loved them so much.
Yes.
They were so cute. But yeah, because so my family is from Long Island. And then my daughter went to college. She got her undergraduate
In
in
Staten
Staten
Island.
Island.
Yeah, at Wagner College.
Wagner. Yeah.
Yes. I had a scholarship
It
there.
was-
Yes.
Yeah, and oh my God, it was cute. It was adorable. I loved talking to them. I hung out with them for a minute.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I bring people together, man. I bring
Yeah.
people together.
Yeah,
I mean?
it was cute. Yeah, they
Yes.
were really, really nice. I really enjoyed them.
Yes, and I think they have different political views, but they're married, and so it's adorable as hell. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
really?
Yeah.
Aw,
Well, New
yeah.
York, you don't know who's doing what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True
So-
No,
bipartisan.
it was good. It was really good.
Yeah, I think I just it was a good I just love the mix. Everybody was in the mix. And for everybody that looks at me on my podcast, it was black, white, Spanish. It was a lot of different things going on in there. It was just really cool.
It was.
It was really cool. Kids were in there. It was kid friendly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
The cake was awesome. It was marble.
No, it literally was perfect. And literally, I'm so happy I was able to see it. Like, that made me so happy. I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm so excited for you guys.
Well, we appreciate it. It was a long time coming. Over a 3-year journey to get there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of ups and downs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we stuck
I'm
it through.
sure.
You got to stick it
Mhm.
through, people out there. That's what I'm telling you. You got to stick it through. You
Yes.
can't make no
Yes.
excuses. And if you treat everybody right, even though things go wrong for you, know that it's coming. Because we've seen a lot of places, and you've seen us. We got people that didn't even call us back, and we had everything from the money on. Just didn't call. You know what I mean? After saying, yeah. And the universe will bring to you what you really need. You just have to be patient to see it. You know what I mean? So I was patient. And so when the spot opened up, it was almost instantly when it was for us. So we got it within 2 weeks, and we had it all put together within, say, 3 weeks for the most part. So we moved really quickly. In a month's time, we were at what you're seeing right now. Not
I'm
bad.
not gonna lie. I wish you were here in Sarasota. I would be stopping by daily.
Especially with that vibe, right? That vibe. So did you see
Yeah.
what I was talking about when I said I'm gonna have a little, and we still end up having a little bar too. You seen that? Like
Mhm.
that, and it was cleaner than the place in Sarasota.
Yeah. No. Oh my God, that kitchen, everything was so much cleaner.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you were looking around like, yeah, I can eat here.
Yes. But no, seriously. All right, the Sarasota one. Listen. I wanted you to be there so bad, but yeah, no, it wasn't as clean. It wasn't as equipped. I'm so happy, and it's closer to you guys, so it's perfect.
Absolutely. I just love my friends to come by. You know what I mean? So every once in a
Mhm.
while, you'll make the trek. I know it won't be a lot,
Oh
but
yeah,
you'll make the
yeah,
trek down.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And we'll make
Mhm.
sure we have. And now you know that I really get down. You'll be more inclined to be like, all right, I'll eat when I get there. You know what I'm saying? Because I am him. Like
Yeah.
my thing is really cooking and painting is my two absolute favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the rice. It was awesome.
Yeah, my daughter loves it to death. She's like, I can just taste the healthiness in it. How did you do it? Well, one, there's no MSG in it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
nothing comes in a bag. So I got to chop it. I got to cook it. And then I got to put it in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one of my big things. Just a lot of things fresh. And we're going to have a stunning array of different salads. So you're going to love it. I'm telling you. When you come by, you're going to be like, oh, I ain't got to worry about eating. Because
Yeah.
that's what I do.
No, it was really perfect.
Yeah, Sandra told me she was like, "You never had this cooking before." Chrissy was like, "No." She's like, "Are you serious?" Because usually I'll be honest, everybody loves me for my cooking, so she's probably thinking like, "Why did she even like you then?" You know what I'm saying? Which is really fucked up, but just saying, because I'm a great guy. That's why. You know what the fuck you mean?
Aw.
No, but usually, real talk. I've had women say, I hate your attitude, but because you cook so well, I'll hang around. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was saying I'm a great guy. You know what I'm saying? Sure you are.
As long as I'm of some use.
Exactly. But once she found that out from Christy, she was like, okay, he's a great guy because she generally thinks he's cool.
Aw, that's cute.
Yes. But everybody else is using my cooking. I'll be honest with you.
Oh wow.
I can do
Yeah,
worse.
no. She's like, you never taste this cooking? I'm like, no, I haven't.
I was trying to tell you, like that's what I do. And I would take over a kitchen and anybody talking to me and be like, yes, please, because that's what I'm known for. Everybody there outside of you has had my cooking like 1,000 times. Why do you think they were there? They were like, all right, so you're gonna cook and we're gonna get this right for free. Yeah. I'll be there. And they all showed up, and everyone that showed up ate. There nothing left except a little bit of rice. And here's the crazy thing, because Judy couldn't. She said I didn't know which rice was what because it wasn't marked. I'm like, you can see shrimp in one, the burrito, maybe, but then you had the vegetable fried rice. Tell me they weren't going for this vegetable fried rice. And she said, Chrissy's saying to me, well, I told you not to make nothing for me. And then she's eating. And she's like, yeah, they're taking my rice. I'm like, what the fuck you mean?
Listen.
It's good.
I'm like, listen. So I'm like, yeah. Because you were like, did you eat yet? I'm like, no, not yet. I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it whenever, right? Because in my head, I'm like, no one's going to eat my fried rice. Who wants vegetarian fried rice? By the time I got there, it was fucking almost empty.
Almost
like, no!
gone. And and you should, if you taught it, you didn't see how everybody was scarfing everything down. Like the only two people that had, 3 people that never had my cooking. Four. Carlos, it was Carlos, not Miguel. Carlos had my food because from the truck and everything. His wife had not. Joe and Carletta didn't, and you. So those are the only 4 people out of everybody that was there. Everybody else had my cooking multiple times. So that's why it was gone. They were like, "Oh, it's here and it's free. I'm doing it." This is it. They were trying to take the pans. You know
Oh
what
my
I mean?
god, that's so funny. I'm like, dude, who the fuck is it that's eating all my vegetarian rice?
So Judy's like, yes, the rice was really good. So I didn't know which one was which, so I took some of all of it, and I was eating that. And every scoop I'm seeing that people take for vegetarian rice, I'm like, it's not gonna be there if you don't get something.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, no, it's vegetarian. Fine.
She,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the shrimp fried rice is gone.
I was like,
Poof.
wow, what the actual fuck? How are they eating all this?
they were doubling up on the plates like it was going fast. I'm telling you,
yes.
it was going and I had big pans in there, and it couldn't have been more than like what 20, 25 people. You know what I mean? So it was, the catering amount was for like maybe 50 people, but I know my people, they eat, especially if they know I'm cooking. And the dude was just like, what sauce is on this chicken? What's I was like, the sauce thing is right there. He's like, I need a bottle of that right now. I was like, well, it's kind of like, this soft opening, like I got money right now. I need the sauce. I'm like, Jesus. Like, and give me a hat. Throw in one of them hats, will you? So I love them for that, to really enjoy what I do. That's what I do, Christy. I'm a chef. You know what I mean?
No,
I want to get my
perfect.
Michelin star, so you know what I mean? I'm trying to do something that hasn't been done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. It was perfect.
And it's new on my menu, inspired by you.
Aww.
Yeah. So we'll call it the Christy Bowl.
Yes.
Yes. Vic, I'll take a Christy Bowl. What's that vegetarian fried rice, bro? Shut up.
Vegetarian free.
A bowl of genteel.
Yeah. But it's the little thing. So I use black sesame seed in my fried rice.
Mhm.
And
That's
ginger.
what that was.
And, yeah, black sesame seed, ginger, you know what I mean? Ground ginger, stuff like that. So, like I said, I don't do the average thing. I don't just like cook up some stuff and throw some soy sauce in it. That's not me.
Mhm.
I have to go above and beyond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always use olive oil, you know what I mean, or avocado oil. So, it's a lot, and I have woks in the back. So each wok was one. One's for the shellfish, if it was shrimp, then that goes in the sink. And then the other one's for the burrito, then that goes in the sink. And then for the vegetarian, they get their own wok again for your stuff. So nothing was cooked in the same pans.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? When I was making it. You know what I mean? Because again, when I say vegetarian, it ain't touching nothing else.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I just take a lot of pride in my cooking.
Yeah, no, it was fucking awesome. It was perfect.
So you
Yeah,
finally
and
had
a
some
lot of
cooking by me.
consideration.
I know. Finally, I'm so happy. It was really good.
So now you know why when I go to restaurants, I'm really like,
You always are. I'm like, oh my god.
because
stop it.
I'm a chef. So
Mhm.
I can tell when something's been microwaved.
No. I took you to an Italian place and you were like, all right, this is good.
Exactly. Because it really has to, I have to know that they really put that work in, and I can taste it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm one of the people, when I
Yeah.
taste something, I can break it down, what's in there.
Yeah.
And then if I can't, I'll Google it and I'll research it, and then I'll play with it and see if I can come, close to it or better it, best it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's always been my life mission, doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's only a few things that I've eaten abroad, not abroad because that's overseas, but outside of, the states, as far as like South America or something like that, or Caribbean, that I couldn't master it or make it better. The only thing
Yeah.
that I've been beat on, to be quite honest, is my mom making that damn sweet potato pie, which is crack, by the way. I am not.
Really?
Yeah, I have to run from that because
Oh,
literally,
yeah.
as much as I try to watch
Stop
what I eat, that thing, Sky, am I lying? She got 3 pies. I'm eating 1.5 or 2.
Yeah,
Fact.
that's funny.
Yeah, I have to run from that shit. I'm like, Ma, you're gonna kill me.
She is so freaking cute. I love her.
You know what I mean? She's a great woman.
Aww.
Shout out to
How old
Mama
is she
again.
now?
74.
No.
She's born 1950. Nope, 75.
She's so freaking cute. I love her.
Yeah. So, and she's the one who taught me how to cook. So a lot of stuff I learned
Mm.
from watching her, mimicking her, and then seeing how she's doing something. And I was out of my brothers and sisters, I'm the only one that was the cook.
Really?
Yes. So my sisters didn't cook
Oh.
like that. You know what I mean? My sister
Mhm.
Linda will come down. She ain't gonna cook. She's gonna be like, Harold, are you gonna cook something?
Really?
Yeah. So I'm known for
Aw.
that. That's what I'm saying. So believe me, everyone's surprised that you hadn't had my cooking. They're like, you haven't? And you know for how long? Oh my God.
Yes.
You have no clue what you're missing.
Sandra's like, wait, you didn't eat any of it? I'm like, no.
And then you taste the rice, you're like, they ate all my rice. I'm like, you told me not to make anything for you, but now you eat some of it, then you're like, they're taking my rice. I'm like, what the
Harold,
fuck
by the
happened?
time I
Hey.
got Harold,
Hey,
by
they
the
they
time
got
I
almost
to
all
my
the burrito.
vegetarian rice, I was like, ugh. Who the fuck has been eating this shit?
It's like using the midget bathroom, and there's plenty of other stalls. It's why you fucking with my shit? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It was like, because it's all good. You have no idea. Like, we've been waiting when he said this. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my god, that was so funny. I was like, who the fuck is eating this?
I'm telling you. Like I said, it's just one of those things where everybody knew the secret except you. And now you're probably like, so when he came over, he could have cooked something. He was, and literally, I can go in your cabinet, and it doesn't matter what cabinet, I can make it pop. So it's like,
Wow.
if I look in your cabinet, I'm like, I got this. And you'd have been like, what the fuck? And it's amazing. And I've always had that time, but my grandmother was a cook, and so was my mom. So it was definitely passed down. And I'm the only one who wanted to do it. Everyone else just wanted to eat, and that's it. Yeah,
Really?
because I wanted the fishing pole. I didn't want the fish. I wanted to, I can do this. You know what I mean? So putting the things together, knowing the flavor palettes, and the seasonings, and what combinations work. And my mom still kicks my ass on some sauce, and I can't beat her at the arroz con pollo. And mine's is damn good, really good. And her shit blows mine's out the water. As good as mine's
That's
is.
awesome.
So, I'm still on your ass, ma. Just so you know, pause. I'm still on your ass. I got some more to learn.
Aw,
It's a forever learning thing. You know what I mean?
I
People
love that.
came from the Caribbean, and Scott will tell you this. When we had the truck, we're out there at Paddy Wagon, posted up, and they would come there. They was building Sunseekers at the time, so they was hiring a lot of people from abroad, outside the country, and there was a group of Caribbeans that kept coming there to get my jerk chicken. They said it was better than home. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So when I say I get vested in doing something, like that's what I'm talking about. I go all the way in. You know what I mean? Just, to get that. So now when I go away, when I went on the cruise, I'm not buying jerk chicken from over there because mine's is superior. You know what I mean? So sometimes I remember on the other cruise car, I bought some, I just tasted it and threw it away. I just wanted to know where I was at.
Wow.
Yeah, it was horrible. That it was horrible.
That's awesome.
So, and my mom makes this this cream cheese lemon pound cake, which I've actually mastered now, and it's super delicious.
Yo,
Super,
So,
super
stopped it.
delicious.
now you can
She put
replicate that one.
blueberries in one.
I have replicated it where no one knew the difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things like I'll learn it, and I'll get it down, and my patience is more than hers because as she got older, her patience gets a little bit less. So I'm able to take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Of her patience being less, and she knows it too. She's like, "Damn it."
Oh my god, that's cute.
Yeah. So we constantly got it. The only person I know that made better sauces than me, and my mother, is my son K-Mal, whom I sent to Coda and Blue. I sent him to a chef school.
Well, really?
Yeah, he didn't attend half the time, but neither here nor there. He's a gifted cook like me, so he is, you know, top notch, and I can't stand
Wow.
him. But I tell you this, I will never take away from how good he cooks.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And when he doesn't make something right, he gets super heated, like cartoonic
Aw.
heated,
Mhm.
like turns red,
Mhm.
like he's gonna blow up. You know what I mean? We had a cook off one time, a wing off. His sauce killed all of our sauce, but my mom's patience, especially at that time, was like maybe 4 years ago in
Mhm.
Texas. She smoked our boots. You can taste her flavor all the way to the fucking bone. It made me
Really?
sick. Yes,
Oh my god.
yes. It's superior. And I learned that technique, so my wings are fucking spot on, really good. And my sauces are ridiculous
Mhm.
at this point. So yes, it was great. We spent this whole podcast talking about this event, and I love that. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna end on that note that we had a great event at Mobs. Um, it was just stupendous. It damn near leaves me
Seriously,
speechless.
Harold, I'm so happy I took the drive down. I'm so happy I got to see it. It's it. I really words can't express how perfect I think it is. It's just perfect.
I
Like
appreciate it.
you showed me pictures but the pictures didn't do it justice. The pictures to me looked made it look a lot smaller. And when I saw it in person, I was like, oh my god, perfect, fucking perfect. And
Yeah.
I know you guys are gonna do so well.
Hey, how did you like that we have this seating out front?
Perfect, so perfect.
Yeah, little 4 tables. That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Totally it is.
To go outside or be inside. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was the vibe. The vibe really
Mhm.
sat well with me.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you right now, everything about it is perfect. I'm so excited for you.
Well, I so appreciate it, and I appreciate you coming by and the belief. Like you didn't know I can cook the way that I cook. So you had no idea.
I
It was
did. I
blind
knew
faith.
it.
Blind faith. It was like,
No, but Harold, you know that I believe in you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a fact. But I'm just saying, you still didn't have any proof until that day. I mean, when have you seen a fried rice like that? You know what I mean? Like,
Right. It was so good. So good.
it was like, damn, he made something I could really eat. Because you know what's crazy is I take so much pride. That's why I was trying to say I make so much vegetarian stuff that I can make. That it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Because remember, I was a vegetarian for like over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that I take pride in.
It was so cute. You called me and you're like, "Can you eat eggs?"
Yeah, I had to know because I forgot the rules. You know what I mean? I totally forgot the rules, so I wanted to make sure. You know what I mean? That I wasn't going to violate. I didn't want to put something in your body that you've been not doing for so long. So it was important to me. That's what I'm saying to a lot of people. It's not important, but to a chef, it's not only important. It's a challenge, and it's like challenge accepted. You know what I mean? And so you're never going to see a lot of those ingredients. Some of those ingredients that I put in minds that you can go to an Asian restaurant, you're not going to see that. You know what I mean? Because I took it there, and the nuttiness that you get from the black sesame seed is different than the white. You know what I mean? And so all those things mix to the palate of stuff. So that's why, like I said, it was just important to me to, just for me to show my little hand to you, like, hey, let me show you what I do. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, well, goddamn.
It was so good. No, yeah, it was so good. It was the food, the location, everything is literally fucking perfect. I'm so excited for you guys.
Well, I'm excited also, and I had a wonderful time, and I felt appreciated and loved through the building, and that was important to me because first you got to have love. You got to have love in order to cook properly. A lot of
Mhm.
people cook, and it's a lot of corporate shit going on out here. And so you'll see a face, but afterwards, it's turning into Cisco processed food with fake grill marks and all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
I posted cooking that jerk chicken. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I posted cooking fried rice
Hmm.
before. I posted cooking the fried rice before because it was new. Shout out to Shy. I want to, you know what? I almost forgot him. Special shout out to Scooter, man. Shy. Shy Roberts is the one who gave me the idea for the Berea fried rice.
Mm.
And so I put it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I made a house fried rice where it had the Berea pork that I just trimmed up and everything, chicken and seafood. You know, it's a house fried rice. So it basically has everything in it. That thing is
Mhm.
amazing also. So I just got on the fried rice kick. So shout out to
Mhm.
Chrissy G for like, you know what? I need some vegetarian. This rice dish will be great for me. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Christie Bowl, which everyone
What?
ate. Everybody ate her shit.
Right? I almost didn't get any.
I'm telling you, very, very little left by the time you got.
Because you're like, yo, eat, eat, eat. I'm like, yeah, dude, I will.
Come on, you've been around enough black people. You know the rules. If you don't get there first, you ain't getting there at all.
No, but here, no. But here, I know the rules very well. Here's my thing, right? My thinking was, yeah, Harold, because you're like, eat. I'm like, yeah. I'll get to it whenever, because it's vegetarian. And I didn't expect any, but I literally expected to open it up and be like, all right, this is all mine.
No, that's not how it works because 80% of the people there had my cooking before. So now that you had it, you see why they didn't play games. It was like, oh, he got it out. You know what I mean? So it was like, all right, we're gonna have a drink. Everybody had a drink, and it was like, all right, the food's open. And you're just being that normal person, like, yeah, it'll be there. And everybody's like, yeah, sure it will.
Because I'm like, oh, I'm vegetarian. Nobody wants that shit. Wow. I was like, holy shit. I was like, give me this.
Yes. And that's what I was trying to tell you. I was like, man, I'm trying to tell you something. Everybody here pretty much knows. They know this.
Mhm.
The secret is out. You know what I'm saying? They've been
See,
to me,
that's
you
why I'm
know,
about to go
100
get me a
times.
bowl.
Exactly.
That's why I'm about to go get me a bowl
It
of
was
Berea
funny. I was
fried
like,
rice.
wow. I really was surprised about that.
You haven't, you see, and that's why when you mention falafel and everything, I'm like, you have no idea who you're dealing with. You're like, I am him. You know what I mean? So Chef G is in the building.
Aw.
Well, we're gonna catch you in the next pod, man. Try to have
Mhm.
one. We're gonna have one on a Wednesday because you know I'm only gonna be able to do one day a week after this. You know, once we
Mhm.
open up, so it'll be my my one day off that I will indulge and make sure I bring to the people my lovely character and charm, along with my starring my cast of wonderful people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and we talk about the events. There's so much stuff I wanted to talk about, but we're gonna get into it on Wednesday. Some developing stories and such. You know what I mean? With
Mhm.
this kid in Georgia, apparently friends really fucked him over, and it took a whole lot of heap of everything to get the autopsy done, and get to the truth, and people are breaking in the stories, now starting to make sense, and it's a terrible event, but it's a big lesson on, you know, you gotta be careful who you go out in the water with, and go away with. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because friends come and go, so you always gotta
Mhm.
let people know where you're at, because again, friends come and go.
Yeah.
So it's better, let people know where you're going, and so they can look out for you. Because my friends, do I not always ask where you been, where you're going, how's everything?
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because that's what real friends do. Because
Mhm.
if somebody says, "Hey, what happened?" Well, I know she was here. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
And I'm telling. I'm one against all the rat stuff, but when it comes to my friends, I am telling everything I know. I'm helping the
Mhm.
investigation. You know what I'm saying? I'm
You
like,
need
ooh,
to.
me, ask me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So,
Yes.
no, you gotta be, because there's too much of this cool shit of not saying anything but letting people
Right.
get away with murder. You know what I mean?
Right.
This all out weirdness with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody, somebody on that boat should have been like, no, this ain't right. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
But instead, you got three people, and they're from influential families, and so everything was getting stalled out. And the mom was like, "Hey, I need to know the truth. My son, he can swim on top of that, so
Right.
something's wrong." And then they send the body back. Not to go too deep into this, and he's missing his whole esophagus. I'm like, how you
Yeah.
misplaced that? Like, what the fuck? You chopped off his head and brought the rest of his body? Like, shit wasn't adding up at that point.
This is a
know,
this is a
for me.
Lifetime movie.
Yeah, no.
Straight up.
It's beyond a
Lifetime.
Lifetime movie because it's real. You know what I mean? The movie's a movie. This is somebody's real life. This is
Right.
somebody's kid that's gone now. And then,
It's fucked up. It's scary. It sucks.
that's a closed casket.
Seriously.
There's nothing funny
It's
about it.
scary.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Harold, I don't know. I think you know me as I'm just a very emotional person, and it's just I can't even imagine what they're going through.
Yes.
That it's unbelievable.
Which is why I tell people, like, you can't let the word racism intervene with wrong being wrong. I guess I'm tired. Like when the black kid killed the white kid on the track meet, I was like, there's no reason for that. I don't care.
Right. Right.
Nobody's kid should go to a track meet, get into a disagreement, and he's dead. You know what I mean? You could take an ass beating and go home, or you can beat some ass and go home, but everybody should be able to go home.
Right.
And for the kid to say, I hope I killed him while he's walking away with the cops, it was like, yo, now everybody's like, oh, he didn't get as much, he got more time than a Mexican or a white person. I said, I don't give a fuck. All of them should have got a million years. But I'm not going to lessen. I don't think he should get less time because the other people got less time. I think all of them should have got a bunch of time. And it was like, oh, his father was saying racial stuff. I said, what would you say if somebody killed your son?
Right.
Like,
right.
back this up. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? So I said, but at the same time, I got the same energy for the black kid that was out there with the three white guys. I said, this is not a race thing. This is you're a horrible person thing. You know what I mean? Now, if the people react like those crackers killed my son, they're allowed to be like that because guess what? I can't tell somebody how to talk after they suffered a loss like that senselessly. You know what I mean? So that was my bigger point. And I found a little pushback on it. And I was like, I don't care. I mean, you guys act like because we were slaves before, now we get to do heinous shit. And then, vice versa. You know what I mean? It's like enough is enough. You know what's wrong. You can't put a label on it and try to block it off with, racism or slavery or something like that. Wrong is just flat out fucking wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So on both sides, it was tragic and it was terrible. But I think the racial argument is just stupid to me because they know, those kids know better. And I think if parents started getting 10% of the time with these kids, like I brought up before, like we've brought up before on the podcast, I think there'll be a lot less crimes because they'd be being more culpable for what the kids do. There's too much of letting them go off and do what they want to do with no consequence. You know what I mean? So stop popping out these kids if you're not willing to take the ultimate responsibility for their character and their behavior. You know what I mean? And I stand by this on this podcast. So.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly 1,000% agree.
You know what I mean? Let it come. Because again, you cannot let these kids, black or white, go out here doing heinous stuff and you guys are blocking it with Harriet Tubman arguments and all this other shit. And it's like, all right, all that shit happened. Granted, it's not happening now. In this country, if you want to work hard and go by the bullshit, I'm living proof, you can get it done. So it's no longer a matter of race. It's a matter of how hard you're willing to work for it. Because the other stuff is excuses. Real work starts at home. You know what I mean? It doesn't start in a history book. It starts at home. You know what I mean? If you want to remember pain and suffering, that's cool. The Jewish people do it all the time. Never again. I get it. You know what I mean? But it still never stopped them from working hard.
Right.
Right? So they were still able to be successful. So what's your excuse out there? You don't have one. You need to
Right.
work hard. You need to know that disappointment's going to happen. I had a bunch of it. Christy was present for my disappointment. Did I not treat the guy in Sarasota with the utmost respect? Did we not think we had a deal? And then we had
Right.
nobody call us back. There was no reason. Just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get upset and say, "Oh, the white man's trying to keep me down"? Nope. We went to
No.
another place. And guess what?
Mhm.
The guy Joe, the Sicilian, he gave us a shot.
Mhm.
So the color didn't matter, unless it's green, of course. You know what I mean? So nothing mattered except, hey, are you willing to work hard? Are you willing to get it done? Yes, I am. Then let's go. That's what it
Mhm.
takes. And then whatever you don't get, it's not for you. But you can't blame everybody for it, because your trials and and tribulations that you go through are
Mhm.
really based on what you need to go through, because you're not ready yet. If that disappointment is going to stop you from doing what you're doing, then you really weren't trying to do it anyway.
Mhm.
You got to push through that. Christy pushed through a kid, college, and everything else, and I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite artists, Elton John. You know what I'm saying? I know. I'll be thinking people are Hall & Oates and Elton John is my shit. Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's a fact. So it didn't stop her being a woman in America with with a deadbeat dad and a kid. It didn't stop me with a record and making mistakes. So if it didn't stop us and we didn't blame everybody else and every thing, then why should you guys be blaming people instead of putting in the work?
Right.
Put in the fucking work. You know what I mean? Go hard. Go hard as if history never happened, and see where it'll get you. It'll get you a lot further. Because
Mhm.
someone's gonna listen, someone's gonna give you a chance, and then you're gonna give yourself a chance.
Mhm.
But living
I
by,
mean,
huh?
not for nothing. I think that you're a little bit more harsh than I am, because I get it. What we conquered and went through was really, really hard. And I do think that there's a lot of people that don't think that that's possible. But I think that we are also here to show, hey, it is possible.
Absolutely, that's what
Now,
I'm here for.
yeah, so not get your shit together, you can do it because we did it. It's just, hey, listen, you can do this. You can beat the odds. You can beat the stereotypes, and you can have a really good life. It's just it's a harder road to take, but you can do it. And I think that that's what we're here for, and I think that's what we're showing.
I agree. I agree to a large degree. My biggest stance though is, once I stopped worrying about past things, I was able to see a brighter future. Book of Harold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I couldn't find a good woman, and so I started letting go of past experience, and also taking responsibility of my part in it. So
Mm-hmm.
being responsible. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I gotta get this off my chest. I went to the Million Man March, and I was highly disappointed at the time, and now it makes sense. So shout out to Minister Farrakhan. All right. No, I'm not a Muslim. I'm not any of those things. But I will shout out this. He got us all there, right, underneath this premise. And
Mm-hmm.
then he gave a whole freaking speech about atonement and self accountability. And then we cleaned up everything as we left. So we left DC better than when we found it. And I put the money in the bag, and I was like, I came for war. I came for reparations. I came for get back. Instead, I got a lesson on self accountability. And I didn't even use that lesson until I got out in 2009, after being an asshole for a large majority of my life. So what I'm saying is, he was right. I just wasn't ready for the lesson at the time.
Mm.
And I was looking more for get back and retribution. And it's like, the only way to get back is to get right. Look at Harold. The only way to get back is to get right. So I had to get right. I had to put my family first, put the mission first, put humanity first. And things started working out. So that's what I'm saying in the whole ball of it. Yes, there's a past that, has been dealt, but it's long gone. And yeah, there are going to be people that don't like you, but in the history of mankind, people don't like each other. You know what I mean? But it's not an excuse to be a heinous person or to learn
No.
or to learn from your captors and become them. You have to be better. And being better is doing better. It's taking responsibility. So when he said atonement, I had to look that word up. And it was take responsibility for what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because no one can fix your problems more than you can fix your problems. Now the rest of the shit he be spewing, I don't agree with half the time. Like, I don't need to know who did what to who no more, because men are just men, women are just women. You know what I mean? And some of us have bad days, bad years, bad decades. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you still got to get over that and know that you woke up with your limbs, you woke up with your health, and so you have a good chance at a successful life, especially here in these United States. It's not glorious. We've done a lot of fuck shit here. Not we, just the people that were in power at the time or whatever. But it doesn't mean that it's still not working, because I've been outside the country. There's some worse shit out there. I'm not saying we're the best at by no means. What I'm saying is there's still an opportunity to be great. You can protest and live for the most part. You can do a lot of stuff that you can't do somewhere else. You know what I mean? You can say, I don't like this, and not be marched off and shot. You know what I mean? By the Gestapo. However, you can't be Mexican and get here illegal and don't think they're going to throw you the fuck out. So one thing is not the other.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one thing is not the other. But if you're here the right way, or you've been born here, if you stick to doing what you got to do and don't blame people, you can get very, very, very far. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate when, I've been pulled over several times, and I noticed the difference when I talk to a cop one way or the other. I've had asshole cops, but when I came at them right, they came at me right. So a lot of shit is avoidable.
So that example, I'm going to have to disagree with you on, because I have cried, I have shown boobs, I have done everything, and it never seems to work.
They know you're a Democrat. So they pulled you over, was like, we got one.
I was like, you motherfucker! What else do you need to look at?
Bernie Sanders bumper sticker.
Yeah, that'll get you every time.
But aside from that, yes, I agree. But I just, I get the people who are stuck, because I was stuck for a very long time, and I tell everybody that I possibly can about my experience with my college friend who told me to do the gratitude journal. And I swear on fucking everything, it changed my life.
Yes. Because
I tell everybody that. I tell everybody that in my networking groups. I tell whoever I can, whoever I think feels stuck, and it is in the very beginning. It's unbelievable, and you're like, "What the fuck am I talking about?" And all you have to do is write 3 things that you're grateful for, and if you can't figure it out, say the air you breathe, say the sunshine that you saw.
Say the simplest things, because you already beat the odds being born. You beat the odds being born.
Right. So, but I swear to God on everything, that college friend who put me onto that, because I was stuck, right? I was an 18-year-old teenage single mom who my car kept breaking down. Just fucking everything they could imagine going wrong went wrong. And when I finally started writing everything down in 3 things a day that I was grateful for, it fucking, like, after, yeah, I mean, obviously it takes a little bit of time.
It's the red car theory.
It changed my fucking life.
It's the red car theory.
Yeah. And I tell everybody that.
You know what the red car theory is?
That you see every time you see a red, like, you see it more often, right?
Once you have it, you see your car all the time.
Yeah.
So if you identify good things, and guess what, you're gonna identify more often than not. Good things.
Exactly.
So if you concentrate on your problems that you have, you often don't see the blessings that's right there with you.
Yep. Exactly.
My car keeps breaking down. At least you have a car.
Yeah. No, it's like
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
on some real shit.
Yep.
Because I remember not having a car and like, how am I going to get to work? How am I going to do this, that, the third?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, damn. And then once I started appreciating things, more things came to me that I could appreciate. Because
Right,
now
exactly.
my lenses are seeing the red. It's starting to
Yes.
see what I'm talking about. And
Yes.
when we did this restaurant, the last one that we seen, that you came to, I put my foot in the ground. So when we were talking, we have been disappointed all the time. I said, no, this is the one that we are getting. There is
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah.
And that's how it worked out.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I stopped seeing the bad.
So, like, right now, I'm sitting in my kitchen, and right now on my fridge, there's 5 affirmations. And every time I open the fridge, I look at these affirmations, just, little things like, I'm going to be successful, my goals are going to be attained, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's just like, I have notes everywhere. And I know it sounds stupid to the people who haven't experienced it yet, because I also thought it was stupid. You have to learn how to believe in it, and that it's gonna work out.
You got to know the power of your tongue and your mind.
Yeah.
All right. So when you think something can poison or heal you. So first you got to think well. And then your medicine is what you verbalize. Right?
Yes.
So then you put out your medicine, you verbalize it, right? And then you write it down.
Yes.
That's your prescription. And then what you do is your actions. That's you taking the medication.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
you want to think it first, then you want to verbalize it. You speak it into existence. That's what spelling is. So you spell it out, put it on your paper. That's you're casting your spell. You know what I mean? And then you want to take your medicine, which is your actions. So medicine don't just jump in you. You have to take it.
Yes. Yes.
Book of Hero. You know what I mean? So you have to take that medicine. And the medicine is what your affirmation is onto your speaking it to an existence to spelling it out. You know what I mean? And so that's the journey that we take. But if something interferes with it, you got to know that. And then changing your circle. Biggest thing I ever learned from Christy. Hey, maybe it's the people you're. All right, that's enough of that. Hey, here, maybe it's your circle. Man, I hate when people are right on me. I chop that motherfucker down. It became no more good time G, and I had great times even after that. Trust me. But the good time G with settling for people that are toxic or not good around me, and it became my way. And then after that, and believe me, it's addiction having bad people around you. You can get addicted. You can get addicted to poor behavior and poor performance.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I noticed that a lot of the younger generations is getting addicted to that. You know what I mean? With the phones and everything else. It's like, go outside, live life, talk to people, introduce yourself. You know what I mean? If you want to do something, the best way to do it is to get around people that are doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? So, and not specifically. So if I want to be a successful businessman in food, I don't have to be around restaurateurs, because some of them may have good experience or bad experience, whatever. But I want to be around successful people. So I build the successful people habits, which is manifest it in your head. You know what I mean? Verbalize it, say it to yourself or only people close to you. Do not give it up to the world. And then act on it. and that's how you're receiving your medication. You're acting on it. Yeah, and you're gonna see your life get better. You know what I mean? And my life started getting better, honestly, in prison when I started thinking right. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I felt like I even told the judge, I was like, I think y'all saved me because there was nowhere else for me to go except down. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You got to learn that. Sometimes you need a timeout. It's the best rest I ever got. I got the best rest I got was either in jail and with my current girlfriend. That's my best rest I ever got in my life. Where I didn't have to worry about everybody. You know what I mean? It was, hey, I need you to be focused. I need you to be comfortable. I need you to be clear. So you can be all that you can be what I see in you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you need somebody outside of you to see more in you than you see in yourself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because some people would be satisfied. You know what I mean? Because they love you out of loyalty. So ain't nothing wrong with them, but they love you out of loyalty. It's different for somebody to love you to love you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So they want to love the best out of you. You know what I mean? And so you gotta be willing to step up to it. So don't be mad about your disposition. Let it go. Wherever you're at. If you're in jail, if you're sick, just let that go. Concentrate on being a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
Just
And just
concentrate on it.
also, I also want to point something out because I feel like you and I were like, oh yeah, power of positivity and everything fucking works out, right? But we have to understand. Yeah, it for number one, it takes time. It takes time. Like
3 years.
yeah, probably about that for me too. Maybe a little bit longer.
3 is the
But
number.
yeah, so from starting to write in your gratitude, like, and you don't have to buy a specific gratitude journal. I don't care if you write in a fucking sticky note. You write three things that you're grateful for every day, right? That's a must. But then also, so Harold and I were talking about how it works, right? But it doesn't. I mean, there's also times it doesn't work, right? It's not going to work in every aspect of your life.
It wasn't immediate.
Right. No, it's not. It's not immediate, but also, all right. For example, for me, right? I financially, career wise, family wise, pretty much everything for me except for love, right? That Harold, you know that I'm stuck there, right? So I'm not finding that perfect partner or whatever, right? So it's not always going to work out in every single aspect of your life, but it's going to work out and it's going to make you successful enough where whatever part is maybe lacking a little bit, it's fine, right? And it's
Because
going to eventually
you have
come.
to be fine first.
Right,
You see, that's the
exactly,
thing. You have to
exactly.
be fine first.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be fine in yourself in order to have somebody fine for you.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You
I
can't
agree with
you
that.
can't be horrible and dead inside. Yeah, I was dead inside and I found plenty of people.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't the right people for me that I knew that was gonna be there by my bedside if I'm sick. That was gonna be
Mm-hmm.
my person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Something that made me want to change, my ways, and
yeah.
take a deeper look at how much better I can be. So I was getting well. You know what I mean? My
Mm-hmm.
brother loved me to life. You know what I mean? So I was getting well.
Yeah.
But I still was missing the one thing
Mm-hmm.
that I needed, which was a belief in an accountability. Because people want their person, but they don't want their accountability. The
Mm-hmm.
accountability comes with it. So, like I said, you missed it earlier. Girl had a terrible argument before the whole function. But my job was, fuck the function, fuck anything. If we aren't right, everything else ain't gonna be right. So
Mm-hmm.
I turned that around into that was important to me. The other stuff doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
anything to me. And then everything worked out because I have to remain focused on what's really important.
Mm-hmm.
And so do you. So to meet your person, you got to be patient. I took me a long time. I mean, 54. Shit, you would have thought I would have found this earlier. You know what I mean? And I'm not jealous of anyone else's blessing of having that person for 35 years, 36 years, or whatever. I'm just thankful for what I got right now. And that's what that gratitude thing is about. You know what I mean? Being grateful for what you have right now, because it gives you the ability to have more. So long as you stay in that gratitude, the other things are going to come. It's just not going to come as quick as you want it to come, because it's supposed to come when you need it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
And
Not just when you want it.
And to your point, everybody has their own journey.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So I have a best friend. She married her quote unquote high school sweetheart, who turned into an abusive relationship, and they had to raise a couple of boys together. And she's like, "Oh, I gotta stay married for the boys." Blah blah blah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've known her for decades. And wait until the boys graduate. Wait until the boys graduate high school. Then wait till the boys graduate college. Right? It was always something, right? And I'm like, you gotta do it. You just you
Comfortability.
Guys,
you can get comfortable in abuse. Listen, I've been locked up. I've seen people perfectly happy there. You know what I'm saying? You can be comfortable in abuse. You know what I mean? You can feel comfort knowing that you know where your meal is coming from. You even know where the slap is coming from or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you're comfortable. You know what I mean?
I reminded her of that, because I've known her for so long, and I'm like, you gotta stop. Like this is not normal. It's not cool. It's not what you should be feeling. So finally, the boys are done with college at this point, and she finally got that divorce, right? And she's living her best life ever right now. But
absolutely.
But it's scary. You have to take that leap, right?
Well, it's the fear of the unknown. See, when you're being abused, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
To a certain large degree. But being free, you don't know what's coming. So in many cases, that's the part of cowardice. It's not, you're braver, you feel you're braver changing your situation and saying, how about I might be wrong and I need to go a different direction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a friend like that too, that you met last night, and they finally got out. And that they had got this situation. Judy was much that person, and she got out, and it was scary, and you know what I mean? She had good friends like me to get through it, and I gave her so much grace, because I was like, I know it's scary out there. Yes. You know what I mean?
Listen, as fucked up as. So everybody, so that's where I was getting at, right? So, I mean, whose life is more fucked up? The married person who is in a verbal and or maybe a physical abusive relationship for most of their lives, or the person who stays single and says, fuck that, I'm not willing to do it, but shit, do I need a second income to raise my kids? Hell yeah, right? But so and it's funny, Judy and I talked about this last night, and because we're like, and I mentioned this, the person that I'm talking about, my best friend, like, and I'm like, either way, it's not the best scenario, right? But you have to figure it out.
Well, one is a better scenario than the other, but you just can't normalize the abuse. And that's what's the problem out here. People are normalizing abuse, man.
Yeah.
They're normalizing it.
Yeah.
So it seems less scary than actually changing.
Right. But so for example, my best friend, right, who was in that abusive relationship in a marriage, had the 2 kids. He was an engineer. So and she's a nurse. They both made decent money. That wasn't the problem. But in any case scenario, I feel like no matter where you are on the eco-socioeconomical realm of things, you'll need that second income, right? So if you're Trump, or not, maybe that's not a good
Yeah, come on,
a
bro.
good
Come on,
analogy.
come on.
But like, well, like, all right, so like, if you're like, you know, you're a CEO of a company, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then she's also, I don't know, an IT manager, whatever. Anyway, the point is that both incomes are going to help pay the expensive mansion or the lifestyle of the private schools and all of that, right? Or it's just
combination of
the
the two
little
incomes.
guys who are like, as long as you have two incomes, you'll be able to get your kid in a pretty decent public school, and hopefully you'll be able to raise them right, right?
But here's the
no
thing.
matter what, it helps, right?
Yeah, it helps.
But who wants to be verbally or mentally or physically abused to have that second income?
Yeah,
right?
but not just that.
So right. So here I am. I never had that second income. And both of me and my daughter, we faced homelessness. We were in and out of it, and it was scary and it sucked, and it was all of that, right? And I was like, fuck, I wish I had that second income, right? So the point is that no matter which side you're on, and there's all other different scenarios as well, but either way, it could suck, and you just have to be able to believe in yourself and conquer it, and it's hard, and it's scary, it's hard, and it's everything, and a lot of people, I wish they knew they had it in them to do it. Yes, it's a long way road, and it sucks, and it's scary, but once you conquer that, and
while you're going through it, it seems longer than what it is.
Yeah.
But my point to what you're saying.
And then you're like, I did it. I fucking did it.
I have a big point to what you're saying. I think it's a big point. My big point to what you're saying is that I think is missing is that person when that choice is made, you got to remember when you're doing something for the kids, you're doing something to the kids. So
wait. What do you mean?
When you're doing something for the kids, you're doing something to the kids. So no, if you Judy and her ex-husband, they only shared John as a kid. The other two kids came prior, right? But John, a lot of times doesn't like his mother or his father, and the father doesn't have a relationship with her at this point. You know what I mean? She stayed through the whole thing from, the high school, etc. So, I'm just describing your point down to the T. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you stayed, but now the kid don't love you or himself. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're saying one thing, sometimes it's better to be homeless and take those journeys with your kid. At least they know you love them, right? And when you figure it out and get out of that situation and come through it, and I know it seems hard, and it is hard. So it's not that it seems hard; it is hard, but you're still making the better choice.
Yeah.
Because to stay with someone and then have your kids question, do you love them? Because why are you staying around this? Why do I have to listen to this chaos? Because remember, you're teaching them something. You're teaching them to accept things that they shouldn't accept, male or female. You're teaching them to accept a lifestyle that they shouldn't accept. You feel me? So there really isn't much choice. The correct choice is I'm going to suffer a little bit or a lot. But what I'm not going to do is drag my kid through something where they're thinking in order to make it, let me stay around the BS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't want to stay around the BS, because when you're not making a choice, you're still making a choice. So, my advice to whether it's single moms or single dads, because there are plenty of us out there too.
Sure.
You don't stay around the BS because you want to create the best environment for them. And love and understanding is the biggest environment that you can give to your kid. It's not money. It's not the education, because if you do it right, they're going to get that. They're going to help you do it. They're going to see what they want. And as long as you're not angry about your decision and take it out on them, and you say, hey, this is where we're at momentarily. But this is not where we are forever.
Yeah.
But where you are going to be forever is me loving you and me being patient with you so that you can grow as a person, and me also
Right.
showing you to be strong enough to walk away from things that are no good for your nourishment, because once I had you, I was in charge of you being sane, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
and a good productive part of the world.
Yeah.
And notice what I didn't say. I didn't say happy. I said sane. Because if you're sane, you can get your happiness. But you can
Mhm.
be mad or happy and crazy. You know what I mean? That's not gonna do you any good. I need you to be sane. I need you to know how to make right decisions. Hey, I understand why you had to go your way. You know what I mean? You build your own relationship with your other parent, depending on how that goes. But the person who has them, both parents should always be like, you know what? Let's do what's best for the kids. And it's not best if we're both arguing all the time, or I'm hurling insults, or I'm hitting you, or I'm doing whatever. This is not
Right.
healthy. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
some, the responsibility falls on both parents to do that. You know what I mean? And oftentimes the abuser's not going to do it. He figuring that, he or she is figuring, hey, this is what it is. The person on the receiving end should be saying, you know what? This is not enough.
Yeah.
This is not enough, because money doesn't buy happiness. And
Right.
I see a lot of people have money for education and still the dumbest motherfuckers on the block. So the journey for education and knowledge is something that you yearn for, and then it's to be nurtured, but it can't be nurtured when there's chaos.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you want to bring stability first, and stability means, hey, stability is not you have your bills paid and you have your partner in there that's beating you up or talking shit to you. Stability is peace, because a kid that has peace can have a whole lot less than anyone else and still go a whole lot further. You know what I mean? So what you provided for your daughter when you was making sure that men weren't seen coming in and out and all these other things, you provided her one thing, which is what? Peace.
Yeah.
And that peace,
Stability.
that's right,
Stability.
stability and
Peace.
peace. So that stability and peace, that you didn't allow anything to come in your household and rock the boat or anything, allowed her to be able to grow the way she
Yeah.
needed to grow. So
Yeah.
that's the only part I would caveat I would add to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is seeking the peace. Because if you do what's comfortable, hell, doing this restaurant wasn't comfortable, but
Right.
it was my peace.
What's the Harold? What's the quote? Like fuck. It's basically saying you need to be uncomfortable
You
to
need
be
to,
able to grow.
yes, you have to, because growing is uncomfortable. When a baby's cutting teeth,
Mhm.
they ain't comfortable, but they need them teeth to
Right.
chew.
Right. Right.
Book of
Right.
Harold. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's real
Yeah.
shit.
No.
So
No. No. I
if
know.
you want to get strong, you go to the gym. You're not comfortable, but you're going there for a purpose to get strong. You're not
Mhm.
going there for criticism. You're not going there for critiques. You're going there for your own thing. So even if you went and sat in the front, for the first couple of weeks, but you got up, you already built a habit of getting up and going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then you go in and you say, all right, I'm just going to walk a mile. You know what I mean? And you
Mhm.
start building that habit. Then you're like, you know what? I done did this mile. Don't seem like nothing. Let me either turn it up or walk 2 miles. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable to be successful. It wasn't comfortable for you to go out to Florida and say I'm going to be a real estate. Hell, it might have seemed insane.
That's stupid. It was
You know what
stupid
I
as
mean?
fuck, but
It
I
wasn't
did
stupid.
it.
It was a smart. It was a smart thing that you did, because you knew
Yeah.
from your life experience that nothing comes to those who wait.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to those who wait. So
So
if you,
it's funny. I was talking to Judy last night at your soft opening, and she's like, "How did you get?" Because she's interested in real estate,
yes,
and she's
she's
like,
taking her test.
"Yep." And she's like, "I failed the first time. Tell me about it. What happened, right?" And I was like, "Well, I did it the hard way. I did an online course. But I studied the fuck out of it. I did pass the first time, but." And then, I explained to her what brokerages I decided to go with for the education. And then now I'm with Remax, who, you get a better commission split. You don't get education. But so we were going through everything, right? And I was like, yeah, well, I moved down here from Connecticut. I thought I had a good resume, and I did, according to Connecticut.
Exactly.
But I was like, shit. And I knew Florida didn't pay half as much. Well, not. I knew they didn't pay as much, but I didn't know they paid less than half as much. And I was like, it's not worth it. So, I went into real estate, and it's funny because all my Connecticut people were like, what are you doing? Like, because they tried to get me on their teams and in real estate and all that, because networking was part of my sales position in Connecticut. But and I was like, no, I love my boss, I love my job, and I'm not getting into real estate or anything. I moved down here, I know nobody. So, but seriously, and this is what I told Judy. I'm like, the first 2 years, because I'm new to Florida, learning the area, the first 2 years I lived off of my credit cards. The next 2 years, as I started to make money, I was trying to climb myself out of debt. So really, it took about 5 years to be able to start making money in real estate. You know what I mean? So people think, oh, they make so much money, it's so easy.
Man, listen. People thought that the food truck, oh, you're making so much money. I'm like, man, we came out during COVID, bro. So everybody was scared to go outside, so we went outside. You know what I mean? I sold the trucks. I paid off, tabs and bills I had to pay. Yes. Even doing the restaurant, went dead broke, just getting to it. But you gotta believe, and you have to be comfortable, with you gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable. At Black Regina, at Black Latina Regina, shout out, she's in the building. She said, comfort is the enemy of progress. That's P.T. Barnum from P.T. Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Yes.
He also said a sucker is born every minute. Two things can be true at the same time. But no, this journey, people see the painting and seeing what we did and don't know the financial strain that comes with it for what we did. We did this with no loan. We did this with nothing. This is me and my girl and my brother scraping to get it together. We believe in it and we work for it. So when you see the revenue afterwards, and you see the happiness and you see everything else, know this. Everything that you see right now, this ain't no smoke and mirrors. I share my life. This was hard. This was harder than almost anything I've done. And I've done a lot.
Harold, seriously, right? I mean, so people are like, oh, okay, not for nothing. There are people that are fed from childhood with the silver spoon, right? Okay, but besides them, you have to take that risk. You have to take that. Cause here's my thing. Right?
Even they take risks. Even the people with money take risks. I know you don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna say some real shit. And I know you don't want to hear this. So I'm ready already. I know it's coming. Even Donald Trump had to take risks.
Oh, fuck him. Yeah.
I knew it, but for real talk, he did. Remember, if he didn't win, he was going to prison. That's facts.
Yeah, okay, so I get that, right? But his dad was a con artist. He was raised a con artist.
Doesn't mean he's going to make it. I know plenty of them locked up with no money.
Yeah, totally. Listen to me. I get it.
And I'm not celebrating him because I believe, real talk, just to put it out there, that definitely a world-class piece of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But that also proves that bad people win too, just so you know.
Right. Absolutely. And that's what I was trying to get at. Like, I don't necessarily respect his game and his the way he got himself to the top, but hey, we're all hustling to get to that top, right? I mean, he was a con artist and he did it that way, but we can do it another way, right?
Yes.
So, but no matter what, we're risking it all. We're scraping the bottom of our dollars to do it, and it's scary as hell. But
the reward is great.
Right.
The reward is great.
Right. And that was my whole thing, right? I'm like, I don't want that glass ceiling anymore. I don't want that. Like I'm once I found out that I'm not going to make nearly half as much as what I was making in Connecticut for my marketing and sales, I was like, I don't want a glass ceiling at all. And that's where you guys are at, right? You don't have that. So you're not that, I don't know, IT manager or whatever, making X amount of dollars and being dictated what they're gonna make.
Yeah,
Right?
but
Their
not just that. Somebody
bosses.
telling me when I can go. Tell me how to feel.
That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
the biggest thing about this hustle, this grind that I'm doing right now is it's based on my love.
Yeah.
It's based on my love. So being that I love to cook, I love to paint, I love to entertain people. You know what I mean? It went to where
Yes.
I love at. So guess what? I'm already working for free.
Right, right.
I'm
So
already
they
working
they
for
say
free.
that, and right, they're like it's not a job if you love going into work every single day.
Yeah.
And it's true. And I love I love negotiating with my contracts.
Yes.
I love everything about my job. And then on a personal level, I love that I don't have a glass ceiling. I don't have a set
It's
income.
whatever you work
Yeah,
for. It's whatever you hustle
exactly.
and get. Like my
Exactly.
restaurant could be as big as we want it to be.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
as much as we want to hustle, as much marketing we want to put in, as much, to get the traffic and everything else, as much as we want, or as least as we want. So we see the instant results. When you have your own, what you have is what you did.
Yeah.
There is no more excuses. You know what I mean?
Listen,
There is
Harold,
no more
seriously
excuses.
though, the people that we're talking to who have not broken through that, I wholeheartedly feel and understand where they are, because we all have been there, right? We're
Yes.
like, okay, we gotta work for this white man who's gonna dictate what my salary is and when I'm gonna work and what rules I'm gonna abide by, right? And so, but you get to that point where you're like, fuck this, right? But how many people don't get to that point? And how many people want to get to that point? So that's that. I
People,
feel like
a lot of people do what's safe for them. So I don't want to knock everybody, because somebody's got to flip the burgers and somebody's got to do the frying. Somebody's got to work for me.
Sure.
You know what I
But,
mean?
Harold, seriously though, in my little head, I want to motivate those people, because what the fuck was that? I was a single mother, 18 years old, with a fucking baby, right? Like, so I did that. I got us through that. I got her off to college. As soon as she went off to college, I was like, fuck this. I'm a risk taker. I gotta get this. I gotta get us out of this, right? And I'm so happy that for example, I'm going in 2 weeks. We're gonna it's just a preseason game for the Pats, because the Pats tickets are fucking
Ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Just went to the Super Bowl. Let's keep it real. Why? Just show some
Exactly.
respect on their name.
Exactly. When she comes down, we're gonna go to the Bucks game, and it's gonna be a quarter of the price. But anyway, so we're going to like a preseason game for the Pats. I'm gonna spend time with her. I'm gonna spend time with my dad. Like, I bought her a bunch of stuff, and like I'm super proud of that, right? But
Yes, as you should be.
There's so many people that they're like, how do we begin this? How do we do this? What do we do? I'm so scared.
By taking a step.
Yes, and it's scary. It's scary as fuck, and I feel that to the core. And I just wish that
I want to say this.
If there's anything that we can do, we can motivate them.
But let me tell you the motivation. Warriors aren't great because they're not scared of dying. Warriors are not great because it's not going to be painful to go in the arena. Warriors are great because all those things are known and they still do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if what you want, you're willing to still go do that. If you're willing to still feel that pain, feel that crunch in your belt, feel all those things, then you have a warrior's heart. So if you want what the warrior got, you got to fight the warrior battle.
Yeah.
You got to give them honesty. Because remember, you were scared, yet you still did it. You feel me? Shit got tight, yet you still did it. Right? So that's the warrior spirit. So you got to ask yourself, not everybody has the warrior spirit, but if you feel you do, your actions will tell you if you have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your actions, not what you say, your actions. So it starts with a thought, you write it down, you spell it out, cast your spell, and then your actions tell you what it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Actionable things. I want to see actionable things. If I want to help somebody, I want to tell you guys some real stuff. Actionable things is all I understand. Don't tell me you want to lose weight, but you ain't working out. Don't tell me you want to be rich and successful and you're not reading the books and applying the knowledge. You know what I mean? Your actions is who you are.
Yeah.
What you say is what you want to be. Your actions are who you are. Book of Harold.
So true.
You know what I mean? So let's take action, people. We got to get out of here. Man, this is a great pod. I missed it. I'm so happy to be podding again. Store's gonna be opening soon. You're still gonna be following the journey. Chrissy G is still selling houses. You need to check her out. Sarasota and close area because she won't come all the way down here. You know, there's big money down here. And a nice restaurant, I know. Scott's fighting a good fight for sanity and life, and he's been my road dog through everything. And I appreciate and love him to death. It's a fact. You know what I mean? And of course, and the biggest shout out to my girl, love of my life, for holding me down and watching me transfer into the person I'm supposed to be, not just for what I was settling to be. If you don't want to settle and you want to, go in the right direction, listen to this goddamn podcast and get some goddamn knowledge.
Yes.
But from here, us at Harold No Nuts and Ale, big shout out to Regina again. You know what I mean? We're gonna see everybody probably on Wednesday. To be honest, we're back in the building because it won't be many more Wednesdays. It'll probably end up being a Sunday or on Monday or something for us. You know what I mean? But it will be early, 8:30, whatever. You know what I mean? We'll be more of the regular time people, I guess. And I love you guys. All right, we're out. I know Regina normally would have gave me something to say on the way out, like hide your bit. You see, she put up the thing that I posted up, so she's listening.
I didn't see. Yeah.
You see
I'm
that?
on my phone.
Oh shit! All right. Well, comfort is the enemy of progress. P.T. Barnum.
Progress, P.T. Barnum.
Oh.
Also, the person who said a sucker's born every minute. So, like I said, two things can be right at the same time. But shout out to everybody out there, man, for coming with us on the journey. I'm going to chop this up. It's going to be out there posted. I'm going to make sure I advertise a little bit for it. Do my thing. All right? Oh, also, Chrissy, I had to throw this out here. I don't even know why I'm telling her this. We're at 98 people, so we're two people away from me wearing the damn Minion get up. So,
Minion.
Jesus. Y'all got to start talking me out of dumb shit, man.
No.
Yeah, I really gotta do a better job.
You always have to listen to me, and I have a Minion outfit for you.
Well, we're all wearing one then. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're all wearing one.
Well, the question
what, Scott? You can actually get away with being the dude that was in charge in the Minion.
Where is Scott?
He's right there. He's been talking the whole time.
Here.
Oh.
But you're on the phone.
Like, fucked it up.
No. Our first day, we had mad technical difficulties. I had to figure out some dumb shit. It's been one of those journeys getting back on the air, but I think we got it down now.
Guys, I really do.
So you're.
I love you guys so much, and I'm really so proud of you.
And we appreciate and love you too.
So excited. It's such a fucking amazing spot, and I'm so excited for you guys.
Well, the Christie Bowl has been born, so you got your own bowl there. When you care to come, and you see people order it, be like, "Do you have the Christie Bowl?" I didn't say Krusty Bowl and then attribute it to you, so I'm been working on myself. You know what I'm saying here. So I think I'm working on myself.
Smile, SpongeBob.
I have soul still to this day.
Harold the Sunshine Man. All right. All right, we're out. We're live and we're live out from Scott Black Rambo at Black Regina, and of course Christy G and myself, Harold, who knows
Love you
absolutely
guys.
nothing. We'll be catching you on Wednesday. Stay tuned.
Bye.